Yeah, continue, Carly.
Yeah, but I mean, the world, the stars align.
Yeah, it will. It will. It will. It will. And when it does, it's just like you have to be, you know what I'm saying? You have to be ready, number one. That's what I'm learning. You have to be ready. You have to know that you deserve it. And you can't let nobody stop you in the process of seeing it and getting there. And it's sad because we talking about family. It's sad that we don't even have the full support of our own family. And they don't even know the works that we're putting in. They don't even know the chains that we're breaking, the curses that we're breaking, the cycles that we're ending. Because somebody in the family chooses to do something different, do something outside of the ordinary, do something outside of what was already given to us, what was taught to us. And I'm that person. And so that makes me an outcast in the family.
Yep.
Because I don't abide by what society says. I don't go off of your beliefs.
You go a path that is rare.
Yeah, very rare and lonely. Let's be clear. You think a person, if let's just say, if we were consciously able to choose when we come into this existence as babies, if we were consciously able to choose the type of life or the type of path that we're going to go on, do you think somebody would choose to be alone on a path, breaking down barriers, choosing to do something opposite than everybody else, choosing to go against the grain, choosing to completely say fuck the flow, fuck what was given, when it's actually easier to just go along with the beliefs, the society, the norms, the American dream, work a job, buy a home, get a nice car, have a dog, have a picket fence. That's easy to do. Who the hell wants to choose to be alone, to be an entrepreneur, to invest your money, to lose money, to not have money, to ask people for money, to be homeless, to sleep in a car, to be hungry, to see your kids crying because they can't have what they want, because you choose to not, you can't even go to your family now because they like, oh damn, well she don't even want to keep a job. Who the hell said I don't want to keep a job? I am a job.
Who said they want to work for somebody?
Thank you. Who said that? Like who? I'm not okay with that. I want to work the job long enough to get what I need to invest it in my own vision, in my own dream. What is the problem with that? You won't support me because you feel that because I won't do what you want me to do, that I'm fucked up. Or that I'm not trying. When I'm trying to do something that's going to actually create a legacy. What we doing working these jobs ain't creating shit. You just building somebody else's dream.
No legacy is low.
But I'm lost.
No ownership.
I'm lost. I'm fucking lost.
What value is that?
Nothing. You don't own nothing. You don't own, and then that's even more crazy. So me, I done made it up in my mind. If I gotta struggle, if I gotta get it out the mud, if I gotta suffer, if I gotta feel like I'm without or whatever, if I gotta feel like a failure, if I gotta look like I'm lost or I'm the outcast, I'm cool with all of that because I know my reward is gonna be greater for the work and the effort that I put in. Even if I don't get everything that I truly desire and feel that I deserve, at least I know I tried to do something different. At least I know that I tried to actually live my life the way that I want to live my life. When I'm on my dying bed, I ain't gonna lay there and think like, oh damn, I just pleased people. I did everything my family wanted me to do. But damn, I ain't do nothing I came here to do. Up, last breath. I'm out of here. Now my soul is weary.
That's not why we were put on the earth anyway.
My soul is weary because everybody want to do the same thing. Your soul has a desire already and a mission and a calling and a plan for you. It's already designed. Everything else is extra, what we choose to do in our carnal minds. But it's something subconsciously or something that is inside of us that we're not consciously aware of until a certain point in our lives, some of us. And when that wakes up, when your soul begins to wake you up to see things a little different, you have to act on that. Because if you don't act on it, I feel like you're putting your soul in more torment, more hell, more torture. You see what I'm saying? It's more debt being placed on you. Energy lives on. The body may die, but the energy lives on. So think about it. Incarnation or reincarnation, all of that stuff is real. So you wonder why this person comes back and this person seems like they act just like that was. You remember our cousins act just like her. That may be her. Her soul is back here for redemption, for liberation. She didn't do what she was supposed to do when she was here. She did what everybody else wanted her to do. She's completely ignored the soul mission. She completely ignored everything that her soul was urging her to do. Why? Because she wanted to fit into society and do what society wanted her to do. And you killed your soul. You hurt yourself in the process, and you're not even realizing the debt that you're putting on yourself. You don't realize when you hear why you got to fight, why you got to go through all these lessons, why you keep running to the same brick walls, these obstacles. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over, because your soul saying, hey, you're still not getting it. Pay attention. Get the lesson.
Yep, and that's why they say we gotta pray to our ancestors, because like the mark that they know on this earth, you gotta continue.
You think they went through all of that stuff for us to get here and just don't want to make no sacrifice, don't want to be uncomfortable, don't want to do nothing different?
Not what they looking for us. Like all the discoveries they had and all the history they had. No.
Imagine us being back in that day. Imagine if it was us. If we know that the soul and the energy lives on. So imagine if we reincarnated. Imagine that we done already suffered that penalty. Imagine us getting our heads cut off. Our vaginas snatched out. Penises cut off. Legs, arms. And come here and you still enslaved? Mentally. You still don't see a bigger picture? You still don't see where you got an opportunity to do something different or to be a change or a difference in this world? You still don't see that? You don't want to see it, because if you see that, you're going to be very uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you why you're going to be uncomfortable. Because people are not going to agree with you. It's unpopular. It's not common. It's not ordinary. It's not normal. See, everything that we do now is normalized. But if you choose to do something, if you step just outside of that a little bit, the eye's going to be on you. The judgment's going to be on you. Huh? Everything going to fall down on you. But when it's falling down on you, that's when you have to make a decision and say, okay, I can choose to perceive this as if these are going to be lessons for me. And these lessons are going to lead me to my victory, to my blessings.
I mean, when you look at it, we're not extinguished, because you got to look at, you got to be a strong person. Everything that everything our ancestors went through, and we're still here. We're still continuing, the DNA continues. Like, that should tell you right there that we're some powerful people.
That's it. But we don't want to see that. We can't see it, number one, because we have mental blocks on our psyche. Those blocks are there. From whatever our experience is, from whatever was given to us, from the DNA. From the past debts, the soul, whatever. All of that is on us. But watch this. It's going to be very uncomfortable to dig deep and to start questioning some things. Because now when you start questioning things, now you're going to get the answers that you're looking for. You might not be ready for the answer, though. Because number one, you're going to have to heal yourself. How you going to heal yourself is you're going to have to be brutally honest with yourself. What is it about me that's causing my reality to be like this? It's something that I'm not seeing, or something that I'm seeing that I don't want to see, because it makes me very uncomfortable. It's challenging me to do something different. They not going to like me if I do this. They not going to agree with me if I go this route. This path is going to be bumpy as hell. It's not going to be smooth. And it has to be that way. Any person, any successful, whatever you want to equate success to or relate it to, any person who has left a mark in this world has suffered, enduringly, like in ways that we could probably never imagine. If you think you're going to come here and skate through and be something great, somebody lied to you. You can't skate through the process. Even if you believe in Christianity, if they nailed Jesus to a cross that's supposed to be the Son of God, if he suffered, what makes you different? If Job was stripped from everything, his family, I'm talking about stripped him naked from everything, everybody, every resource, every tool, every person, but then gave him double the rewards. Why? Because he persevered. He stayed steadfast. He stayed faithful. He stayed on the mission. He answered to his soul's calling. How are you going to be different if you think you're going to come here and be comfortable and get it easy? It don't happen. And when it fall in your lap like that, then I look. Congratulations. Maybe you paid your debts in another lifetime. It wasn't for you to have to go. See, everybody got different things to do and different callers and parts to play. Some people are going to have it a little easier. Some people going to have inheritance and things handed down to them. And that's what, but why? Somebody in their family did something different though. It still fell in their lap, but somebody had to make the sacrifice for it to fall in their lap. You can't skip the steps. It has to happen. I can't skip the steps. See, everybody else in the family want to skip the steps. You want to skip the steps. See, she can't skip the steps. She can't skip the steps. Yeah, I'm endurance. That's what, when you think of me, think of Job. Think of Job.
Job is a classic example of what it is to truly
believe and not give up.
To not only be faithful, but to be able to have, like, just that. I'm trying to think, like, to not just rid off, you know, because to go through something like that, anybody would have just said, okay, I give up.
I'm done. I'll take myself out. And I was having this conversation, and I know it's a sticky subject, and I don't like to talk about it. Two things I don't like to talk about is mental health and suicide. Mental illness and suicide. I've dealt with mental illness. Suicide is touchy for me because I've never thought of killing myself. However, I've thought of not living anymore because it had got so dark and so hard on me. And I can see how a person would be ready to just give it all up and just take themselves out. I'm not saying that I would do it, but I can see how you can get to the point where you just can't bear life anymore. You got to think about it. You got your family against you. No matter how hard you try, shit still ain't adding up. You can't stay stable. You can't keep a job. You ain't got no bank account, no savings. Your relationship's not working out. You feel like nobody don't love you. It's just a list of bullshit.
Yeah, I think I never...
you gotta be built for this.
Got to that point until like
and I'm built for it.
Yeah, until I lost somebody really close, like, you know, losing a parent, that completely just changes it changes.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that. Some people can't shake back from that.
No, I mean, I barely made it through, and you know, I just think that the way, I think God had brought some people in my life along to help me, because like my mother wasn't there to be like, it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my stepfather.
The ones that you really need the most.
Yeah.
That you would think just naturally would be there for you. Not there.
And you know, it makes you think of things like, I thought about, okay, like when I die, where am I going? You know, like I thought about, okay, if this is like death is real. I thought about life. You know, I thought about a lot of stuff that I just never
thought about before.
For granted, you know, like I never thought I would be that young.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Having to think about stuff like that. And with you saying that, let me tell you something. That was another subject that I'd never like to talk on, death. Realizing, number one, that death is a part of life. Somebody asked me a question. They said, which one comes first, the seed or the tree? My answer was